actually.
We are now streaming straight from the eye of the storm.
Yes, we are. Actually, that looks like crap. I have to fix that.
This might be the last show you ever see
Yes.
from us.
Unfortunately, Jeremis has perished here.
Hurricane
already
Florence
lost
has
one of our
stripped the
number.
flesh off of his body,
Yeah.
but decided to leave his flannel on.
I mean, yeah.
We're such good friends that we dragged his
I just
desecrated
realized
corpse
the
in here and
headset
dressed him
doesn't
up.
show up.
That's fine. You can see the black parts of it, so it's even better.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
Wow, it is
Yeah.
just a floating ring, isn't
It's
it?
a floating ring. That's
Oh, that's
10
cool.
out of 10, man. 10 out of 10.
The one ring, the one that makes them hear it all.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and fix the image real quick. But what we have gathered here today is to prove that Reed is still alive.
I am still alive.
Yeah.
And it's not D&D.
And the new segment will start next week, by the way.
Which one?
It's a surprise. Me and Lady Grimm discussed it last stream.
I have been discussing for a long time what's an opie.
You know what? That is very difficult because I don't watch anime fast.
We're just gonna have to let that one die on the.
It's not going to die.
sorry.
I enjoy.
Calvin just can't. His
You
output just
just
isn't.
need a 12-episode series, I told you.
I'll tell you what you could watch. I was telling Ken about it at D&D. Baki
Okay.
Baki Grapple.
the Grappler.
The Grappler, yeah.
The old show from the 90s is 48 episodes.
Mhm.
The new show on Netflix is ongoing.
But he
Okay.
needs a finished one.
Well, I mean, old Baki.
That 48's
wrong
too
with
long
new
for
Baki?
Calvin. It's not done yet.
Oh, okay.
Well,
that
new
makes
Baki's still go. If you want a show that's going to make you fiend for another episode, then that's.
Let's start him off something basic. One Punch Man season 1, maybe.
Oh,
I've already finished
He's already
that.
been
Then why
past all
haven't you
that.
done it on that then?
Well, I mean, you didn't ask me to watch it, did you?
You already watched it. I don't ask you to watch something you watched.
I mean, yeah.
No.
You just finished Fairy Tale. Yeah. But what we will be discussing today is... Reed, you're not even using the mic right.
You mean
What? This is the way it was set up.
you set it up incorrectly for me, sir?
I didn't set this up. Calvin did this.
And
There's
yes,
more to your liking, Calvin.
One Punch Man is amazing. Yeah, but you have to flip it around.
Twist it.
Aren't you just the
Pop it.
Aren't you just the
Pull it.
worst,
Pull it.
Calvin?
Pull it. Pull
Press
it.
it.
Pull it. Pull it. Oh. Okay, we're talking about something else.
Keep pulling it.
Oh my god.
Now push it back a little. It's like- all right.
Well, now
And
that
we're off to the
track,
races,
yes,
folks.
yes. But tonight's topic will, of course, be...
Yeah, One Punch Man was good, I'd say.
Hurricane Florence and nothing
I
else.
liked it. And
Yeah,
the
we're
second
just
season
gonna be
has been
talking
announced, so
Oh, yeah, I can't
I
wait.
was just
We are going to be discussing a little bit about Hurricane Florence and depending on whether it's going to mess us up or not.
You kind of stalled out on
Yeah,
us
I
there,
did.
Calvin.
Sorry, can't read.
trying to read, but it's at an angle for me.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
It's alright, you just read it all.
But we will also be discussing the new Spider-Man game that just came out, which I want to play, and it's almost going to force me to buy a PS4 just to play. Wall of text. Yeah, lady. You blocked out all of Ken's face for that.
That's fine.
But
You helped out everyone.
we will also be discussing the new releases for Nintendo, their most recent teasers, and the actual full image of their Nintendo Switch Special Edition, which I might buy.
No, don't do it. You just said you want a PS4. Don't buy both when you have a Switch.
But why?
April 2019, by the way.
Do you have a protection plan on your Switch? Then you know what you can do.
I know exactly what I can do. It doesn't work.
Okay, here's your money back.
I'll just take my SD card out, man.
For One Punch Man Season 2,
Now, Jeremis
April
is
2019. Just making sure
actually
everybody
out
knows.
of commission
It's for
tonight.
my birthday.
Jeremis, I don't know what he's doing, but I believe he's working.
He's at work.
Yeah, he's at work. He got a new job. He no longer works at the store where we work. So actually,
So
me
he's
and
a
Ken
dirty
works.
trader.
Well, so are you.
That goes without saying. No,
Yeah.
no, I'm not, Calvin. No, I'm the exception. Because I
You
still
provided, as I say.
You see, you can't teach this, Calvin. This dedication.
You didn't even let us know
You're
who
right,
you were
can't-
last
you're right.
podcast.
He's right, Calvin. You can't teach this type of treachery. You can only feel it.
You can't teach this.
Yeah.
This comes naturally. No, Jeremis is tied up.
He had to. What he said was his boss asked him to work today, so he wouldn't work during the storm. Is what he said.
Yeah, it was definitely a good trade-off for that. Now, Reed is a dirty trader because of the fact that he didn't let us know where he was last podcast, so we thought he was dead in a ditch.
I'll take the blame for this one, folks. We had made an agreement to go see a movie.
didn't fall.
Yeah, the plans fell through as they sometimes can.
I was the only one who saw it.
Shut the fuck up.
And Ken was the only one that saw the movie. I had not received any correspondence leading up to that we were not seeing.
And also, my friend who was here, Drake, saw it.
Drake saw it, yeah.
And
I
Drake
remembered
saw
his
it.
name, by the way. It
It had
took
nothing
me a
to do
while.
with what I just said it.
And I mean,
Maybe.
and the thing is if Drake saw it, does Reed even need to see it? I mean,
You're right. He was a worthy
Drake
replacement.
is essentially the superior version of myself. So.
He does have gingerish blonde hair as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy not having him anymore, guys, because I'm the best you've got.
Yes, Jeremis will be returning. And what do you hear, Lady Grimm? Please answer us.
What do you hear?
Excuses,
With
yes,
your
quite.
elvish
Quite.
ears?
No excuses. There's no need for those.
Do you not like it?
I don't like that rhyme, no.
And then I wasn't trying to make it rhyme, so that actually makes it better.
I can't. Where's the sound effect? Where are my sound
No, you forgot. It's been so long.
Where's my sound effects?
Give me the clap. Oh, wait. Don't take that out of context, please.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, Ken.
What was that last
I don't know. That was odd.
That was the troublemaker.
Yes. So let me. I didn't even
We've
play
got
the
a
intro
couple.
today.
We've got a couple of games to talk about.
Yeah,
you guys.
yeah, we will. And we'll be into that in about 2 seconds.
No,
So we'll be
Calvin.
right back.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Body armor.
And we're back.
That's
Thank you
because
for listening to
the
that
bikini-
lovely porn jazz.
The bikini suits give you more armor than regular armor.
Oh yeah, the
They
less
just
clothing you wear.
concentrated
Yeah.
in- they
Concentrated metal.
in several
Yeah.
key locations.
Yeah.
Obviously, it covers the boobs, so it protects the heart.
But it doesn't cover the boobs though. Thing.
It covers the nipple.
Because there's the nipples. Yeah.
That's the.
Well, you don't want any
point.
damage happening to those, Calvin.
Yeah, it's very painful.
So on that note, Darksiders 3.
Yes.
I'd say a pretty middle of the road hack and slash game.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
really. Didn't really register as either terrible or great. Just kind of okay. I guess
Yep.
there's another one.
If they want
Farming
to waste their money.
Yeah.
Don't say
well,
Farming Simulator 28.
Farming Simulator 19.
What are they
on
gonna add this time?
November 19th.
Antique
The,
gardening
obviously,
tools?
the new year John Deere tractors will be added.
Oh boy.
This year's John
Now
Deere.
there's one game that I'm excited for is the Just Dance 2019. Looks pretty okay this time.
Oh yeah.
Pretty okay.
Pretty
You
okay.
got that. You got Soul Calibur 6 coming out in October.
Yep.
Lego DC Supervillains, Luigi's Mansion.
Yes, they're re-releasing. It's a
Oh.
port. It's the original,
Fascinating.
and it looks amazing because it's actually in 720p.
Mm-hmm.
I know there was some things announced at Tokyo Game Show as well. You can probably pull that up as well. I forgot the name of stuff.
Now I'm just a monkey to dance for your amusement.
I mean, you're the
It's
only
never
one with internet.
changed.
Yeah, it doesn't really.
No. So I've always been the monkey, folks. I guess I'm finding this out along with the rest of you.
It makes sense. Orangish hair, orangutans.
I mean,
Do you see how they treat me, Russ? How these men treat me here?
oh wow! Look, there's a dirty traitor that is using a fake name tonight. Gamers Unloaded, I would like to unmask you. It is Jeremis. So, yes.
Oh, we have the famous one here? The real Jeremis?
This is the real Jeremis.
Right. That's just a poser.
That's just a poser, yeah.
The individual in the chat is nothing more than a
figment.
cheap piece of subterfuge.
Yeah, it's a cheap piece of plastic. Dirty traitor equal Reed. I mean, maybe. So
There's room for two.
There's room for two.
people are
So,
garbage.
talking on one of the games that just released, the PlayStation only game, unfortunately, the new Spider-Man game. I know our good friend here, Ken, has had a chance to actually play it. Have you been able to play it, Reed?
I've not played it. I have watched a friend of mine play it extensively.
I've watched hours of gameplay. I want to play it, but I can't afford $300, $400 for a new console. Yeah.
That's why you look on like Offer Up or Let Go or something and get it cheaper.
And then you get cockroaches in.
Well, that's why you take a look at it somewhere else other than your home.
Yeah, you go to a Taco Bell parking lot and you do the trade there.
Yeah.
It's very similar in many ways to the Arkham games.
Yeah,
How it
definitely.
plays with the strike counter system.
I know it's a lot smoother. It looks a lot smoother for combat.
The mobility is obviously a lot more free and open.
I mean,
Yeah.
Naturally.
It makes more sense for Spider-Man than Batman.
Sure. But even the navigating throughout the city and whatnot, got what some of the things you might expect, like the side missions for rescues and taking down minor criminals and whatnot.
I have a video of my favorite video of a glitch for that game so far, and
I'm sure there's no shortage of them.
I mean, I can show you it if you want.
But the thing that the Arkham games did really well that I'm hoping Spider-Man does, now I haven't seen enough of the actual story to confirm, but the villains in the Arkham games were always the centerpiece.
Yeah.
I mean, Batman was the star of, in name, but
Batman was the villain too.
It was mainly the villain show. So I'm hoping that Spider-Man can kind of capture that, because he probably has the best, like, out of any one hero, he's probably got the better of the Marvel villains.
God dang it, Wish.com.
That had to be you.
The only phone on it.
Yeah, it's the only phone on the table. So
I'm hoping that the game can
stop playing footsie with me.
Can hold that sway. You're gonna mess up that headset too, man.
That headset is worth actually $100.
Oh.
So yeah,
They won't be able to see
You
it.
can watch it. Did you want it on here?
no.
I figured not. You said you want me to show you it.
Yeah, what is it? Tell me.
Here.
Anthem.
Oh,
Better continue watching.
Show tunes.
this makes me a little uncomfortable, to be honest.
Watching.
It's getting worse.
It's
How did this happen? That kind of glitch just doesn't happen.
I just found the game that you've been waiting for your whole life, Russ. Paw Patrol on a roll.
Whoa.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Harry, take the phone and watch.
Like
You'll be pleased with this glitch. Just hit play button.
So one game that's still relevant is the Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. They actually just released like 4 or 5.
It gets better over time.
4 or 5 different legendaries you can get on codes and things like that. I think that's a pretty neat way to keep the console relevant, is just pumping out games and items for it. Now, Nintendo did, in an official statement, they did say, hey, the DS won't be going anywhere anytime soon, which I thought was, okay, this is turning into a laughing stock.
I just can't. I'm
saying news for nothing.
Okay.
That's how I felt, but I see why.
Yes. But the Nintendo DS is not going anywhere anytime soon. It's definitely something that I love. I love the DS, but I wish that they wouldn't have made the new 3DS. It just doesn't seem like a better console. the 3DS XL. That's the one I have. I love it to death. The only thing that the new 3DS XL has is that C-stick on the bottom. So I don't see.
Nintendo's been better about handling their handhelds than Sony has, certainly.
Sony. They make good phones though.
Well, Sony makes good handhelds. They just don't promote for them.
They don't have any games.
And
on
they
them.
don't. Yeah, exactly. They don't fight for like the third-party developers to come in and actually.
That's where
create stuff for
Nintendo
'em.
got really ballsy. They allowed third party into their console for the first time on the Nintendo Switch. Like, I'm playing a game that I've played on my phone for 6 years on the Nintendo Switch now, and it's amazing. Because of the fact that they're allowing these third party makers, these indie game developers, they call them Nindies. Because Nintendo Indies. Because they're promoted.
I don't think it's as much as allowing, because the Wii U had third party like Guitar Hero and everything like that.
Yeah.
Just everyone knew the Wii U was garbage, so no one wanted to make anything for it.
Like, well, we all know the Wii U's garbage. We're already
literally, you make a fake Nintendo Switch before the Nintendo Switch is a thing. So
yeah. I mean, if anyone's gonna keep making a traditional gaming machine, I guess Nintendo would be the one company that's still doing that.
Yeah.
Shall I crack the big one open? Because he hasn't drank any Coke yet. And he's having his sugar's low.
The big one, the beta just closed, is Battlefield 5.
Oh, you mean Garbage Field?
From what I've been hearing, it has been having no end of trouble. It's the same old kind of thing with these DICE games. Well, I guess a lot of EA games is that
period.
The multiplayer is not set up well.
Never
At release. I know that this isn't release,
but it's pretty much finished product at that point.
But it should be finished enough to the point where you can actually have a stable beta. One thing that I looked up on the way home that I found fascinating was there's a few things that got censored from Battlefield 5.
Nazis. Oh wait,
that up.
Not a thing.
Guns. There are no more guns in Battlefield.
Yeah, apparently they had censored in the chat. Now this isn't
Censored?
Excuse me, this isn't like censored in the game as far as like apparently people have been trying to like test the chat to see what you can get away with.
Fuck.
And certain words like what is this? White man, Nazi, Titanfall for some reason.
Titanfall?
Yeah, they hate Titanfall too.
You can't type those in.
Even though it had a great single player.
Well, the first one didn't even have a single player.
Apparently DLC is another censored word. How ironic that is.
Yeah, I mean
free DLC is not censored though. That's funny.
That's because that's a hint.
That is weird though. Why is Titanfall censored in a Battlefield game?
I mean,
it's like it's strange. Add on to that the controversy when the game, like the cover of the game first got released of the woman with the robot arm or the steampunk. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I assume it's
a woman sound. Hey, I don't have anything else.
We don't want to just go searching for woman sounds. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we can definitely dig ourselves into a hole on that one.
Yeah.
But anyway, so this game had kind of had like a bit of a fever pitch around it anyway.
Yeah.
And then you add on to this where it's like this just weird.
I don't get what kind of direction they want to go with this, and they're going straight down the tank for me. I liked Battlefield. What was the last? Battlefield 1?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I liked Battlefield 1 because it was very simplistic. It worked, it flowed, and the game modes were balanced. It had it in the steampunk arm. Like, how is that going to be balanced? Is that going to be like an item? Is it going to become like a sword? Oh, yeah. I don't know. But
no, you punch things.
Yes.
I have a buddy of mine who said that he's not going to buy the game for that.
Just because of the woman
reason.
on the cover.
Well, actually, no. The robot arm wasn't it. His whole thing was that there was a woman on the cover.
Yeah, we already discussed this about 4 episodes ago.
Yeah.
And I I don't care that there's a woman on the cover. I don't care that there's a feminist, not even a feminist agenda. There's a female forward agenda. I care that they're trying to push so much on you by putting it on the cover. Like, you could just put a gun on the cover, for God's sake, and I'd be glad to play.
This is our new game.
Yeah.
Gun 5.
Gun Field 5.
Finger gun.
I mean, I wasn't really bothered by it in any direction, but the robot arm thing is kind of weird.
Why would you put that in a game that's like backwards in time from us?
Because if it was anything else, it wouldn't. Like, the fact that it is a robot arm means that it means something. You know what I'm
Is it
saying?
a robot arm, or is it just a weird prosthetic
It might
arm?
just be a prosthetic, but the way that the gameplay now we can't show these trailers.
Nope.
But the way that the gameplay trailer opened up, she basically jumps into the back of this like Jeep, and she's firing and reloading and doing everything with the hand. And it looked like one of those scripted sections of the trailer where, you know, things are exploding and it looks all cinematic and cool. And in the real game, that's like, it's either a cutscene or not there at all. So unless this female soldier standing on the cover is like a character in the story mode,
I don't see a robot arm.
It's like, why is she there? There was one where she had one. I know that there was.
I mean, I know you saw it in the trailer.
You see it in the trailer.
Yeah.
It's longer than it should be.
Just look up Battlefield 5.
It might not even be there.
One man prosthetic arm.
Because it's such a big deal. I know it sounds like something that is like, oh, who cares? But it is. It's just weird. Why is there a chick with a prosthetic arm in World War II?
They're gonna have. There's.
Yeah. See, like,
if she got
there's a brace that goes up to her shoulder.
At the shoulder, she wouldn't have any mobilization out of that. That would just be a hanging arm. That would be hopping around. I mean,
yeah.
No, this is obviously hidden Nazi technology they stole.
Well, she's not a Nazi.
She's not a Nazi. They stole it.
Oh, they repurposed. They repurposed.
It's like
Nazi prosthetic arm. Yeah, it's the most advanced piece of technology.
They stole this technology from the Jewish minds of the past.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Lady Grimm, you had a question. Go ahead.
Fire away.
Why is Kratos? Oh, Kratos.
That was nothing like Kratos.
It's Kratos.
Kratos is in Battlefield 5 now, you guys.
Confirmed.
There will be no girls here, boy.
Like, that would not be mobile at all. Do we use a particular site to watch our anime? I personally don't. I get it wherever I can get it. Sometimes Crunchyroll, sometimes Hulu. But these two, they use Crunchyroll, so.
Crunchyroll Premium is the greatest $8 a month I've ever, $7 a month I've ever
just
spent.
borrow someone else's account.
You need to give me that account, by the way.
You could do that. There's a couple of different websites I could give you, Lady Grimm. I can't do it while we're live because I've told people about some of my sites before.
There's some shady shit
and they
going
get taken down a couple of days or a week or two later. So.
Oh, I just realized that Jeremis' panhandle is under Reed.
Oh, I'm J-Nose Tech.
Oh, time to fix that.
I guess for today, you could have. The thing is, Calvin, is that you could have not mentioned it. And unless someone in the chat had mentioned it, we might have gotten away scot-free.
It bothers me, okay? I'm sorry.
We might have been able to slide by. Miley Cyrus apparently got hit with a $300 million lawsuit.
Oh, nice. Boy.
I want to win a $3 million lawsuit.
I would love to win a $3 million. That'd be great.
Apparently her lyrics were a little perilously close to someone else's lyrics.
Oh, man. Are we going to get into the Ghostbusters versus a new drug?
Oh, wait, what?
Have you ever heard the lawsuits that have been going on since that song came out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ray Parker's Ghostbusters theme is based directly off of Huey Lewis and the News's I Need a New Drug. The entire song is parallel. Like the beat, like dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. It's parallel to Huey Lewis and the News. It's just
that's crazy.
Hilarious. So, are they asking about the hurricane at work, Ken?
Oh, he just wants to know a head count of who's going to evacuate or not.
Not evacuating. I won't be able to come in because my car can't drive that low.
Oh, well, you need to tell him that then.
Yep.
Yeah, we're on ground zero for this this hurricane.
I don't know if he means that per se, or if they're talking about when they say you have to do a mandatory evacuation.
This entire
usually
quadrant of the state is like
mandatory evacuation means that
I know you don't have to.
You
leave.
don't have to leave. My family has never left for a mandatory evacuation.
Oh no, I'm just saying that he wants a head count of people who are leaving for it if they're told that they get one.
I'm not working.
A nice end of the summer vacation.
Oh yeah, like today. But I am gonna go ahead and do a plug for our not sponsor but affiliation with Player One Coffee. I haven't had it in a while. I'm gonna order a care package so I can do a giveaway soon. Ever since we got dropped by Bones Coffee, I said that we would do a giveaway this month. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a giveaway next month in October for the Dark Omen blend that Player One Coffee uses. It's my favorite blend because it has a chocolatey aftertaste in it. But I am going to do that giveaway next month. It's going to start at the beginning of the month in October, and it's just going to run until the very end on October 31st, and I'll release the winner's name and everything like that. Midnight, October 31st.
The people demand their coffee. You're putting on hold too long.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oopsie.
But also, something to keep in mind, the entire month of October, we will be wearing costumes to the podcast. So Ken already has his first one. I have my first one. I don't know about Reed.
I don't.
Okay.
You're really lighting a fire under my ass with this one, aren't you?
Yeah. It's something that has to be done. It's October.
No, fair enough.
And Jeremis, of course, will need... I don't think he needs a costume. It's right in. But
Jeremis is not exactly the star student tonight, is he?
No. But just so you know, our affiliation code has not changed. It is right above us. If you type that in on Player One Coffee when you're checking out, that actually gives you 5% off your purchase.
Surprise, lady.
And also gives us $1 in revenue. So that does help out the podcast. We do have a little bit of advertisement that we're attempting this month with Facebook, seeing if our ad gets out there and people can see it and things like that. That's just something that's there. But we may not keep that. So still, any revenue that we get from this does help us out with the end goal of trying to get a, not affiliation, but actually right now affiliation, then partner, of course. But yeah, so that's the plug. And I don't know, how long have we been on? Less than an hour.
Yeah, a little less than an hour.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and then we'll be right back. It should only be about 5 minutes. So.
All right.
I already am, Jeremis.
Yep. So, and we'll be
we will catch y'all in a few.
Jester Jeremis.
I have really...
Why is the
really...
thing? Oh, it's in... A white man. Oh.
Calvin. How that shows how deep the racism is. Not a white man.
A child.
We need a disabled.
Man,
lesbian,
we're live too.
Black nun.
I would watch
and
that.
Nothing else will do.
To be honest, I would watch that. That would be pretty funny.
Nothing else will do.
So,
I'm running the ideas through my head who that could be.
who dat? Fergie. Yeah. Oh, you're fine.
Fergie is a disabled lesbian black nun.
We don't know that. Please disregard anything that we have just said that is actually against Twitch TOS.
There's nothing they can get on us from that.
No, of course not. Yes. But yeah.
As he sips from his straw.
That's not water, folks. That's coolant.
That's
antifreeze.
That's the nectar.
Are you seriously stealing Jeremis's Coke?
No, he drank his during the break.
Gonna drink it.
He drank it really fast.
But you asked me if I wanted one or two, and I said I guess multiple if you asked.
I guess I have to go through the womb again.
You know, you don't go back in, Calvin. You never go back in.
I can go back in if I want to. Yeah, the Division 2. That's another game that's coming, but nobody cared about.
Yeah, I was never much into the Division.
Yeah.
Didn't really seem like.
Whoa, Lady Grim, what is that emote? Jesus. Can't see what it is.
I can't see anything.
I can't either.
I think it says lewd.
I like the
yes.
I like the Division until I got to the end.
Yeah. The Division is good. The Division 2, on the other hand, does not.
What are you doing, Calvin?
That emote. I can't with that.
No, I mean, what are you doing to cause the emote?
I don't know. Like,
Get your hands off your lap.
Hand check. Everybody hand check.
She's like,
my hands are already up here.
Get your hands off your lap.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I complete lost track of.
You're talking about Division 2.
Yeah, Division 2. Division 1 was good. And I liked it, but I don't think it merited another game. It's just the Division 2 just looks eh. Yeah.
There were just too many like first-person shooter RPG kind of like things out at the time, and it just sort of got lost in the shuffle. So
I'm excited for Valkyria Chronicles 4. I don't know if any of y'all have played
I've never
that.
played that. Tell us about it, Ken.
It's a JRPG game that is a turn-based game, strategy game.
Okay.
That is third person when you pick your soldiers. And it is based in an alternate reality version of World War II.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, Chronicles.
You go up the first one. It
So
got,
kind
it
of
got
like
like
Final
9
Fantasy, but
With Nazis?
No, it's better to look it up. It's hard to explain it. But it's like first one got 9.5s and everything. Was only on the PlayStation 3, I believe. The second and third one were on the handhelds and stuff, so it didn't really do that well, and they changed it up kind of. The fourth one goes back to what it's like on the other ones. There's a demo for it on Xbox and PS4 if you want to try it.
I got you. Yeah, I'll have to check that one out. I'd seen it, like seen the cover of it everywhere. I just never got a chance to pick it up.
So what kind of movie news do y'all have?
Oh shoot, Calvin, you caught me at a bit of an unprepared. I've actually not been keeping up too much with my movies.
I just really
we can
like
talk about the Netflix series, The Witcher.
We could.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Now, I am not against forward thinking.
You need to.
Yeah. I'm not
you
against.
You really got to bring this one around.
Stop it. I'm not against forward thinking, but when it comes to basing something off of a game, a movie, a TV show, even a movie, just converting it to another medium, you can't just crap on something. And you can't change things too much. Like in a book, I can understand. Yeah, you can do gender bending, you can do race bending and things like that. Air bending, water bending. Joking. But when it comes to basing something off of a game,
also in the book.
In the book as well, yeah. But you can't just warp it so much that it just changes the face of the game or the face of the person that you want to do.
So tell them what's going on.
So in the Witcher TV series, it's coming out on Netflix. They have released that they are going to be wanting to put a woman of color, as Ciri. Now, if you've ever played a Witcher game, Witcher 3 to be exact, or read any of the books, you know that she's very what's the word? Very fair-skinned, very pale, very.
She's pale. She's the ultimate white
pale
girl.
as hell. Yeah,
silver-haired, the whitest of skin. But the point is, the point is,
you can't. I'm not saying you can't. In this situation, you shouldn't make her into a minority or someone that is not pale as shit, because that's who she is. She's what's the word? A witch of sorts. She's very kept in. She doesn't really do.
There's
anything.
her, and then there's Yennefer.
Yes.
Then there's the third one, at least in The Witcher 3, the slightly younger one. But not speaking for anybody else, you only ever see this one way, and you would never see it.
Oh, wow. My
Thank
new
you,
notifications work. It blocked me.
Whoa, I was confused. What's happening?
Yeah, I had not
I
seen
actually
that
forgot
before.
how long that lasts. That is a really long. Oh,
Did you not do anything with it?
I didn't.
Is this gonna go on forever?
I don't know.
Yeah, how long
stream's
does that
canceled.
sound?
Sorry, folks. it's still going.
Britt,
It's still going.
Britt, not that we're not
Alright,
that we're
it's
not
done.
stoked for that.
It's done. Yes. Welcome in, Britt Wolf, and thank you for the host, of course. And I would like to commend you on your health. Definitely feel better, man. I need to see your streams. I have nothing to do in the mornings now, so I just sit here and do nothing. I sat here in front of my computer for 2 hours.
The girls were all
thinking.
screaming because they saw Jeremis' new look.
Yeah, I mean, Jeremis' new look. I mean, great. 10 out of 10.
Have you seen The Nun yet, Calvin?
No, and I'm not going
I'm
to.
not.
Not gonna see The Nun?
Not gonna see The Nun.
Oh, come on. What kind of horror movie fan are you, sir?
Very deep one. And in that situation, I would like to say, because I am a horror film fan, I'm not gonna go see The Nun.
Oh, come on, Calvin. But you'll see The Meg.
I didn't see
I
The
know
Meg.
you did, but you would have.
I would have, but no. The reason that The Nun is a no is because of the fact that they messed up the timeline a lot. Because between The Conjuring 1 and Conjuring 2, they had the timeline right. And when they bring in The Nun is supposed to be before everything.
Is it all in one world?
One world, and the cause of it all is The Nun.
I feel like those horror movies just kind of like dig themselves into a hole because like with Annabelle and The Conjuring, all of like these movies that are kind of like interwoven, they're always like, well, it turns out this movie was the root of it. Well, no, this was the root of that.
And
it's
that's
like,
the problem.
how deep can it go?
The curse has started since the beginning of mankind.
Before like the universe hasn't even
When it first
sprung into existence.
when humanity first murdered is when this curse began.
Good lord.
Oh my, yeah. That's the reason that I didn't go see it, because of the fact that The Conjuring 1, Conjuring 2, Annabelle Origins. Annabelle Origins was supposed to be the origin of all of that evil, and now it's The Nun. I don't like the fact that they keep saying, "Oh no, the origin of this was this and this and this and this." Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah.
But I may go see it, or I may what's the word I'm looking? I don't know. I forgot. But yeah, in movies, there's not much other than the fact that Alec Baldwin may be doing the father of Bruce Wayne in the Joker movie.
Oh God.
We talked about this before.
Talked about this before.
Well,
Yeah.
I was not here.
He wasn't here.
I was not here for that. I'd remember that.
But what's wrong with Alec Baldwin being the father? I mean, he's
Thomas Wayne.
burly.
I don't. Well, no, it's nothing. It's nothing. I looked over at Ross. I don't like Alec Baldwin just as a person. I
Oh.
think he's a prick.
Oh.
But anyway, so there's nothing deeper than that.
Well, that's fine.
I mean,
we all know what happens to Thomas Wayne.
Yeah,
so.
we all know.
Yeah.
Unless it's Flashpoint
I guess that
Paradox.
part is good.
Yes.
I guess
now,
that much.
What is
It's
there
like,
was
well, on the bright side, we get to see Alec Baldwin die in the first 5 minutes.
the other
so-
actor? Who was the other person that may be doing it as well? It was a room.
I have no idea.
No.
No, it's Joaquin
Get
Phoenix.
that crap out of here.
It's Joaquin.
It's Joaquin, and I actually am excited to see his rendition.
I feel better about him than I felt about Leto.
Well, yeah,
I'll say that.
Leto completely massacred the role.
When I first found out Leto was the Joker, it was when they released that picture of him like this with the tattoo, everything, and I was like,
that's not the Joker. That's just some prick that got tattoos and tried to pretend he was Joker.
Had like the jester on his shoulder and just.
I just realized my shirt's transparent.
Oh, is it?
Just like you.
Sure is. So anyway, I'm looking forward more to Joaquin than I was with Leto. So yeah, I guess he'll be Thomas Wayne. So there's that.
Maybe it's not confirmed.
Yeah,
he is in the movie, but he's not confirmed as Thomas Wayne. But that's really the only role.
And if he doesn't play Thomas Wayne, he'll do what Lawrence Fishburne did in Man of Steel, and he'll be. If he's not,
if we did that would be double-digit viewers.
Yeah,
where he's Perry. What's that guy's Perry White? Whatever Lawrence Fishburne.
I don't remember.
Anywho,
I completely stopped watching DC now.
So the Predator.
Yep.
Is looming, and my buddy and I were talking about this. We'd seen a new trailer. I hadn't seen it. Excuse me. While we were at work the other day, and he thinks that this movie looks terrible. He thinks it looks awful.
I'm worried, mainly because of the fact that in this movie there's the ultimate predator, and the dogs have fucking dreads.
I didn't notice.
You didn't notice the dogs have dreads?
I did not notice.
Oh my god! Yeah, the freaking predator dogs have dreads in this movie, and I'm like, why? Why couldn't they just be alien dogs? Just call it a day.
If I had dogs of long fur, I would take the time to do.
I would do that too, but it's not something you want in a movie like that. Like,
I can't dread my pug's fur.
What the shit? Why did you just?
It's not even coming up as what's in the movie.
It's just coming up with dogs.
It's literally just coming up with dogs with dreads.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
So anyway, yeah, he was very matter of fact with how bad his thoughts about the movie were.
I'm gonna see it.
I'm kind of the opposite. I'm kind of optimistic.
It's gonna be a good movie, but for a Predator movie, I can't really say because Predators, well, no, not Predators. Predator 2 and Predator 1 were amazing movies. Now, everybody disagrees with me on this, but Predators, the one where they got carted off to the planet, I thought was terrible. Everybody disagrees with me on this, but I thought it was terrible because they would never, ever use their own planet for this hunting ground. They would go to the other planets to hunt in the
No, hang
wild.
on.
Oh, God, here we go. Here we go. This is just a famous time where me and Reed disagree on something. Okay. Oh, boy.
It's not that big of a deal. I thought Predators was good. I didn't think it was great. That planet that they're on is not the home world.
No, it's not home world, but it is their hunting ground.
It's one of their hunting grounds. It's like a nature reserve. Mm-hmm. And I thought the premise was pretty cool. I was like, okay, hang on. So it's the reverse. You take the humans onto a different
Why wouldn't they bring
planet?
It makes sense to bring your prey to another. Well, not makes sense. Bring them to another planet. See how well they adapt to the situation.
That's exactly you just said the premise of the movie.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, both of you. I hate all of you. Get the fuck out of my house. I'm joking. But
Fine.
it's just
I'm taking Jeremis with me too.
He was too much money. I'm not.
You paid for him?
I did pay for him.
Well, Jeremis, if you're still in the chat, I didn't know you were selling yourself. I'm sorry, the situation you're in.
But the only reason I don't like Predators is because of the fact that it's just so wonky. On that planet, if it is a hunting reserve, why the hell would there be so many predators on that planet? If
there's only 3 of them.
There's more than 3. Remember the hunting ground when they hunted each other? You remember the skinned predators that were hanging in one of the cabins?
Yeah, I remember that. But like every time the predators hunt, they hunt in a squad of 3.
They hunt a squad of 3, except in Predator and Predator 2.
Yeah.
Who said they couldn't be hunting something else? There could be a separate squad.
Sure, there could have been a separate squad.
Yeah.
There could have been something. They could have brought a different species there and had other had other Predators do that. We're getting bogged down. The point is that Ultimate Predator looks badass.
He does look badass,
You can't sit here and tell me he doesn't. Like,
no, he definitely looks badass, but I don't know. Like,
my buddy's whole thing
I'm a
was,
fan of the nostalgia goggles that I have for the original Predator.
my buddy's whole thing was that the dialogue was goofy and it seemed like it was weak.
It's
and
very
I was like,
campy.
And I was like, yes, it is. It is goofy. It is like campy.
Yeah.
It's an homage to the 80s, which I think it does a pretty good job of. I mean, the practical effects, the camera work, the cinematography. It looks like, one of those 80s kind of action movies. And the trailer that I saw where guy's getting choked up against the wall, the Predator's got him up, and then, oh no, holy shit, a bigger Predator's arm comes out of the wall, grabs that Predator and yanks it. I'm like, I'm intrigued. I just am. Like,
but the
it's
thing
almost
is,
like,
in the end, the original Predator is going to have protagonist power, and he's going to end up killing the other Predator with the human's help.
No.
That's going to happen.
Look. Hang on. So that this can be on record, we all know exactly how this movie ends.
Yeah.
All right.
100%.
Predator dog wins.
Predator dog wins. Yeah.
Most of the human squad is going to die. There's going to be 2 or 3 left. Most of the Predators are going to die. There's going to be like 1 or 2 of them left. They team up, they kill the big one, and then the other ones leave.
Yeah.
Leaving a string in the room for them to yank on for a sequel. Having said that, I think it could be a good time as long as, the movie knows what it is, has some fun, enjoys the action set pieces, but gives me some good Predator kills. That's all I'm there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
It makes
I
sense.
don't need Predator to be Shakespeare. I just need cool
fight
badass
scenes.
set pieces and practical effects, for God's sake.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to watch. I'm not sure how I'm going to like it, but it's going to be something fun.
I have by no means be a good movie. Plus directed by Shane Black. Or is it produced by Shane?
I can't remember.
I can look.
Yeah, look it up. You have the
but anyway,
control there.
Yeah, I'm talking like I do. I have all of the collective knowledge of humanity right here on this.
Yep.
Why don't I do something with it? But yeah, I thought I had it completely backwards. I thought that the general public thought that Predators was a shitty movie. I thought it was.
Yeah, no. Apparently everybody loves that movie except me.
Oh, most of what I've heard has not been. I thought it was good though. Shane Black directed. Shane Black directed Iron Man 3.
Okay, so oh boy,
there's a
He's still getting work.
There's a great big measuring stick.
Why is he still getting work? That's the real question.
And God knows, I know nothing about that because people will still say like Iron Man 3 is the best Marvel movie.
Hell no.
They'll still say with authenticity in their eyes, Ken. Like
that's because
they
their
mean
eyes
it.
have lost the light of humanity long ago.
Like they say that sentence and they mean it. Like I can't get down on that.
Their soul has just diminished.
Good Lord.
You can look in their eyes and see the fire is gone.
So yeah, I'll be looking forward to that. Like I said, Calvin, I mean, movies, you kind of caught me off guard a little bit.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared to talk about
Most of the stuff I've been doing is work and then playing games and watching anime.
I mean, that's normal read life.
So essentially just read. Just read Still Alive, everybody. That's basically all it is.
I like how I have a big read on the left. I look.
Can't keep me away from you, kid. So Sonic is coming out with another racing game. That'll be great. So December is looking like Crackdown 3.
Sega All-Stars was pretty good. People liked it.
Yeah.
Biomutant. I've had a buddy of mine tell me he was looking forward to that.
There's a game that's I believe a sequel to Samurai Showdown is coming. Announced at Tokyo Game Show.
Yes, I saw that. I had pulled that up a second ago. Tropico 6.
Yeah.
One Piece World Seeker. I'll keep my eye on that. If that's a 2D fighter, I might have to.
I don't believe it is.
I don't think it is either. Just Cause 4 should be interesting.
The big tornado.
Just Cause 3 was okay. Smash Bros. Ultimate, obviously, that's December 7th. That will be that. Darksiders 3 is October 27th. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu Eevee combo
Yep, and it looks amazing.
is November 16th. It actually comes out the same day Battlefield 5 does.
Guess who's gonna get shit on?
Excuse me.
Battlefield
2 days before that, you have
No,
Fallout
it
76.
People still buy
Big
it.
day for Calvin as well.
Oh yeah, I already have the beta code prepped and ready.
The day before that, Spyro Reignited.
Well, looks like Spyro's gonna shit on Fallout, unfortunately.
Yeah, I guess Spyro's going to be putting up
Bad
those
timing,
numbers.
Bethesda should have pushed it back.
Yep.
October 9th, you have Hitman 2.
And yes, Britt, chroma key is such a pain in the ass when you're in a large structure. We may just end up scrapping the green screen for now and just using the actual background that we were using, which is the my entertainment
The
center.
whole entertainment center.
I mean, it wasn't a bad background. It's very difficult because this is at a 19-foot by how many?
I don't remember.
I don't
Up
remember.
and down, it's got
Yeah, it's 19 feet by 9 feet. So it's a very large, and the structure that's
impressive.
being held up is a pain in the ass to build as well. So, yeah, that's just being said.
Let me see.
Red Dead
October?
looks terrible again.
October, we have. Oh, yeah, Red Dead is just awful. I mean, who would ever.
I mean, the thing is, it looked good until they released all these characters and things like that. That just makes it look like it's a piece of stuff.
Calvin, how do you think that releasing those characters is going to drag down?
A lot of them are very basic. Like, oh yeah, this guy's the innkeeper. I don't want no nonsense, but I'll pay the toll. You know, all the quotes and things like that they release is just very like, oh yeah, you're doing a Western game. What kind of special characters do you have? We have an Indian. Oh my God, this game's gonna be great. No,
What if they make a mission where you get high and you go find your spirit ancestor?
Hey man, I'm going on a peyote trip trying to find my spirit animal.
I'll go into a TP and smoke some strange substances.
Whoa. It sounds like you've spoken from experience. Or
Oh, well,
boy.
let's just keep,
it's illegal here, boy.
let's just keep some things in our back pocket, Ken. How about
I
that?
mean, yeah. So
What is it? One's Justice.
never heard of it.
My Hero is
Yep.
coming out with its first standalone fighting game.
I've heard
I guess.
about that. Yeah.
Looks okay.
My
Seen
buddy
some.
says it looks crap. I'm not a fighting game guy myself, but I feel I should mention it.
I mean, bless you.
Red Dead 2 comes out the
Jesus
same
shit!
day.
Why is everybody
That is
coughing?
October 26th. Just Dance 2019 comes out on the 23rd. You got Soul Calibur 6 coming out on the 19th.
Oh yeah,
I've seen
they're
enough
coming out with a big
gameplay
game
of
hunt
that.
too.
That might be something that I grab.
Where you'll catch.
They're coming out with Rapala, the Pro
Oh
Series
my.
for fishers, all of our fishers.
I didn't know they were making that one. The
This one?
Bendy's Adventure.
Yep, Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Yep.
Oh, you never heard of that?
I have heard of it. I didn't know that they were re-releasing.
Are they just gonna re-release it, or are they just gonna? They're just gonna re-release all the episodes at once. I'm guessing.
More than likely. I don't know.
Lego DC Supervillains are finally
Now,
getting their own
To
game.
be honest, I'm
October
buying
16th.
that. I'm buying the Lego DC supervillains because of the fact that I always like playing the supervillains in the Batman games and things like that. Until Batman 3, when they brought in the voices, actually having voice actors do the crap, and I'm just like, not what I wanted.
Yeah, they're not as cool when they can talk.
They're coming out with a Goosebumps game.
Yep, Goosebumps the game.
Is Jack Black going to be in it?
Well, he's
God, we
playing
can
as
hope so.
Slappy. I mean, yeah.
God, we can only hope so.
Now,
Ken.
you know a movie that looks like it's going to be crappy, but I'm going to go see?
Is it the Warlocks? Whatever that movie
The
is.
Warlock one, yeah.
The
The
house
house with
with
the
the-
clock and
yeah.
the walls.
Yeah.
It
House with
looks
the golden who's
interesting. It looks interesting. And I'm going to go see it because why not?
It looks like a fun movie.
It looks like a fun movie, yeah. So,
The poor,
Oh, yeah,
the poor
Super
man's
Mario
Harry
Party.
Potter.
Super Mario Party comes out
Yes.
October the 5th.
we're going to be playing the crap out of
WWE
that.
2K19 also comes out on the 5th. Luigi's
yeah.
Mansion and Black Ops Fortnite both come out October 12th. I'm going to keep calling it that. As many times as I say it, I'm going to say it that way. And to round out October, I did all this backwards. This made no sense. October, Assassin's Creed Odyssey comes out on the 2nd.
Eh.
Yeah, I thought you were an Assassin's Creed guy.
I am.
I stopped that.
You
He
were?
is. I stopped after 2.
I thought he was.
No, I
I
stopped,
stopped
after 2.
after 4. 4 was my last one.
Stopped after 2. Well, I bought 3.
I had 3, but I just returned it.
I turned it back in. Yeah,
Traded
Mine's a
played
digital
played
download, so I
once.
had to play it.
You
Third
didn't
one
have
was?
to.
Yeah,
You
the
could have
third
just
one-
deleted it and ignored it.
It was
as
the
a
only
system.
game that came with my PS3.
I would have deleted that on
I
principle.
would have just thrown away the PS3. Guess
I
it's
mean-
garbage now.
Well, yeah, technically it is now, but
What do you mean we gotta get it working so Reed can play Project Diva?
oh yeah, you're right.
I do
you're
need
right.
to play Project
Or we
Diva.
could play Crypto the Necro Dancer on a DDR mat again.
Crypto the Necro Dancer.
You never played that game.
That is an amazing
never played
game.
that one.
Like they have some. It's the best OST that I've ever heard. The
Ooh.
soundtrack on it.
No, that's Shovel Knight.
No.
How dare you?
He's like, in the word,
no.
no, and in Spanish, no.
Don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he
So
speaks
as far
of.
as game releases go, that's
You press it.
that's
you
pretty much
lose
all
it.
the big ones. Most of the other stuff is a lot of DLC
Yeah, there's a lot
and
of
whatnot. There's some add-ons that are
Anything
coming
out in September?
In September. Well, let's see. Oh,
Let's
by
take
the
a
way,
note.
Extinction comes out. Let me.
What is Extinction?
No,
Speak.
we'll come back
Words.
to
We
that.
don't have words.
Valkyria Chronicles is on the 25th, like
Yeah.
Ken was saying. FIFA 19 comes out. Not big into sports games myself, but I know a lot of
I'm
people
good.
are. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, it looks like that's a DLC pack, I want to say. It's Torn
That's
of the
weird.
Golden Country. Might be a standalone game, maybe.
Mm.
Hmm.
What about
Excuse me.
Spyro?
No, Spyro got pushed back.
Yeah,
I believe.
Spyro got pushed back to
It's not
October.
September anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. That's a
yes.
big one. That comes out
Yeah, I
in
haven't
a
really
couple
heard
of
much
days.
about it though, honestly. I
Comes
mean,
out on Tuesday.
did you see that limited edition Xbox One they're making for it that you can only get from winning it? You can't buy it.
It is 3D sculpted. It's got a bunch of etchings, but it looks amazing.
It has like a lit up centerpiece for it and everything.
Yep.
You might get confused with the older one. If you see the white Tomb Raider console, that's the original. That's not the one we're talking about.
Yeah, hang on.
Calvin will point it out to you.
Is it not that? So it's not that one?
Not that one. It's the other one. It's
See if
the
I can find it.
Shadow of the Tomb. Up Shadow of the Tomb. Yeah. Console.
I was having a brain
It's okay.
malfunction.
They don't have an image of it up there. Let me pull
They
it up.
don't.
Yeah, I got it already.
It's on my
They don't
Twitter.
want people to
Already got
see.
it.
Oh, I hate.
And it's got a lit up centerpiece that's like the moon and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
and it comes
can-
with a controller as well.
That is
You
awesome.
can only win it. You cannot buy that console.
Cannot buy that console. Sucks. Now there is something cool that they're releasing for the PS4 for the release of Spider-Man in a few weeks. There's a Etsy shop that's selling a Venom symbiote sleeve for your console, for the Spider-Man console. So it's just a light rubber, pretty much like a condom for the console. It just goes over half of it, and it looks like the Venom symbiote.
They're also talking about releasing New Game Plus.
Yes.
I'd always figured that they would have that because in the just
Weird they
and
launched
this isn't
without
any
it.
this isn't any spoilers for the game because I found this out from my buddy playing the first 5 minutes. Norman Osborn is the mayor. He's not actually Green Goblin.
Nope.
It's like an alternate. This doesn't take place in any film, cartoon,
No, this is a completely
universe. It's just
independent.
its own unique like
Mm.
thing. So Norman Osborn is the mayor. Otto Octavius actually makes Spider-Man's suit
Yep.
that he uses at the beginning of the game, and then comes back later and gives the Sinister Six their suit
Because he becomes.
because he becomes one of them.
Yep.
Gotta leave something for Calvin.
Yeah.
If they couldn't assume that, there's something wrong.
Well,
They wouldn't
to
really
be
be
fair,
playing
it
a
is an
a
alternate
Spider-Man
reality
game.
because he, Osborn is the mayor, so that Octavius might not have.
No,
became part
maybe
of them.
we don't know.
But you know what? You spoiled it.
Okay.
So
Pilot flush,
I would
Calvin.
encourage Calvin to go ahead and just grab himself a little PS4 there.
Don't
No.
do it. Don't do it, Calvin.
I'm not going to.
Oh well,
I'll just keep watching.
watching and wishing.
Not really. I mean, somebody's going to
with
port
a
it over to
hand on his
PC,
nether
so
regions.
Not gonna get.
it is. Someone's going to do it.
It'll take years though, Calvin.
No.
Can your nipples wait that long?
I mean, what?
They can only get so erect.
How hard can they get before they start cutting the air in front of you?
Soon my shirt will not be able to withstand them.
You'll be carving rifts in the space-time continuum.
Right, well, that's a good time to end this ring.
Oh well, that won't do, Calvin. Goodness. So that's about all I had for you folks.
Yeah. Anything on your side, Ken?
The video games.
Conk.
I will say that I think Smash is now finally done announcing people.
Nope, because Waluigi ain't up there.
Are they still? Oh come on! No.
They're on an odd number, my dude.
Waluigi is definitely up here.
No, he's
No,
not.
he's not.
Wario's up here.
Yeah,
Waluigi's never been there.
he has never, ever been there. That's why my cosplay as Waluigi will literally include a sign that says "Put me in Smash, mother effers."
No, you should do something instead of that. You make it say "Let me smash."
Yeah.
You know what this points to for me? This is a problem with Mario in general.
He's a dick.
Is that, well, yes. Luigi is the superior version of Mario.
But he got his soul stolen by death.
Now,
Everybody did.
Now, having said that,
Not everyone.
as a person who likes Luigi a lot more, Wario beats the shit out of Waluigi.
It's true.
He just does.
That's true.
My spirit animal has been crushed.
You put Wario in a room and you put Waluigi in a room. Who's coming out of that room, Calvin?
I mean, if Waluigi's gangly ass wraps his legs around Wario's head and just snaps his neck.
Wario's putting his mitts on him.
Wario
that's all I'm saying.
farts and he dies. That's it.
Yeah, I hated that move.
Yeah.
Almost as bad as me playing as Bowser and doing the grip of death and just suiciding my way to victory.
Has Waluigi ever had a game named after him?
No, Waluigi was literally created for
Wario
a tennis.
gets all the clout.
Yeah.
Wario gets all the cream, Ross.
I was gonna say that means out of the four, he is the least made of anything. They have at least made Luigi games.
Waluigi was
You're too far from your mic, Reed.
They knew what he meant though. They could feel what his words were saying.
I'm gonna try and
They
get
rang
nasty
true.
with the Wii Fit Trainer and Duck Hunt.
Is that you saying that? Okay, I didn't know.
Oh, really?
I didn't read it.
Goodness. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay, Jeremis. We held it down.
But it's okay. I'm gonna play the hell out of Smash. I'm gonna get the special edition controller for it. I can see Dark Samus.
Dark Samus is so beautiful.
Dark Samus is disgusting.
They need to put Doom Marine.
I would do so many dirty things to that.
God.
Zero Suit Dark Samus.
Zero Suit Dark.
I don't think that's a real thing.
Not a real
Look
thing
at
at
the
all.
picture they decided to go with for Luigi.
He's already dead.
How
I mean,
bitch made is that?
You have to go get
How much more pride can you take away from this man, Ross? Like, good lord.
Luigi's soul has been stolen.
It has.
He might as well be saying, like, oh, I'm sorry.
So now,
I didn't mean to hit you in this fighting game.
So since his soul is stolen, that's the whole premise of Doom Eternal. You go to hell to get
you
Luigi's soul
gotta get
back.
Luigi's soul. Actually, they released an image of one of the new variants of enemies for Doom Eternal.
Just laying out.
I forgot what it was called. Let me find out real
He's
quick.
just laying out Barons of Hell and like, just
You see Luigi
Well, you know,
just
Doom Marine is
over-
actually
over a lava
Mario,
pit,
so-
and then
just chainsawing it.
and then you see Doom guy just fucking blow the chain off with the super shotgun and catch him. Blam! And then he takes his helmet off and it's Mario.
Yeah, it's called a Doom Hunter.
It's been Mario.
I freaking would love this to be a
Okay.
playable
And as
character.
you get to that part, you look at your game case and Nintendo logo burns itself onto the back of it. They've owned Doom since the beginning.
It's like, oh my god.
It's
the
awesome.
Doom Hunters look amazing.
They are so deep.
This is one of the new villains for Doom. It's called a Doom Hunter.
No.
It looks
So badass.
so badass.
It's got two giant chainsaws for a left arm.
Yeah, and his right arm's just a plasma cannon, and he's
Oh
riding on a
my-
freaking hovercraft. But you
These
probably
demons
can't
are
see
the
that.
hovercraft.
These
He is
demons,
the
these
hovercraft,
demons
yeah.
are designed very impractically, but very awesomely.
I don't think there's anything impractical about a jetpack man with chainsaws and laser guns.
I don't see anything impractical about that. I mean, he's got freaking rockets on his ass, so pretty cool.
Reed was freaking out as soon as the realization hit Nintendo is doom.
Nintendo is doom.
So yeah,
Goodness.
good stuff.
Well, that's about all I had, everyone.
I think that's a good ending point. I definitely want to thank everybody for coming out tonight.
Had a damn good time.
Oh, that's all that matters.
He shuts his laptop. Thank you,
And
buddy.
I don't care who knows it, Ken.
That dirty website got me through the stream.
I live to perv another
He was
day.
reading off of IGN. It's a dirty website. So definitely listen out for our release of this podcast on Google Play and about 14 other podcast listening services now, because we randomly got picked up off of Apple Music by a bunch of different apps.
Hey-o.
Apparently. So just anywhere you listen to podcasts except Spotify, we'll be there more than likely. So just search Pop Culture Peasants, and if we're not there, go ahead and request it from the site. Most of the time, podcast listening sites have a I want this podcast in here kind of thing request line. Just enter that and we'll be able to be in there.
Get us on your favorite platform.
Exactly. So we are on Google Play, Apple Music, and a bunch of other apps. So definitely look up Pop Culture Peasants and be there.
We can be in your pocket no matter where you are.
Wasn't going to go there, but okay. He went there.
No matter where you are.
Hooks it up and puts it in my pocket. You're there, Reed.
Okay, cool.
Take PCP with you in your pocket.
Hey,
Just
get
don't
pulled
get
over.
caught.
Yeah, don't get pulled over with us in your pocket. But thank you all for coming in tonight, and I hope you all are safe during Hurricane Florence.
Yeah, if you're in this part
here.
of the country on the eastern seaboard, definitely be safe.
I never got that. What the hell do they mean by seaboard? There's no
Definitely.
board.
It's for like nautical people. They had a board. They literally had like a seaboard with a grid. You've seen it with the grids, right?
I beg your shit there.
You can beg my shit all you want, Calvin.
That's bullshit.
You and I are not.
I call the bullshit line.
It's not within the power of Reed or Calvin to say who is correct in this. So anyway,
cool.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, be safe in the storm, you guys.
All right, and thank you for listening. And we are the Pop Culture Peasants. And join us here back in about a week, and we'll be live again on Tuesday night at 6:45.
We'll catch you next week, folks.
Have a good one.